Hey, you beautiful souls. Let us begin with third week, communicating with safeguards. Now, you have experienced your higher self on an intimate level. You have communicated consciously for years. We can be unaware of a clock ticking in a room, then suddenly we hear it. It is so loud, we can't imagine we never heard it. That is now your experience with your higher self. It has always been a part of you, helping, directing, guiding, nudging, and prodding. Yet you did not hear it. Now you do it. You know that voice is there. All you need to do now is to focus attention. Soon you will start focusing your attention on its messages, but first you must develop some safeguards. The first safeguard deals with uninvited influences. Since we are all connected, it is possible for other people to influence your thoughts. These people may or may not be living in the physical world we know. They may be part of the vast spiritual world around us we don't yet perceive. Nevertheless, they are there, and some of them invade our aura, our field of energy, and influence our thoughts. The thoughts these uninvited influences feed us can be helpful or harmful, right or wrong, negative or positive, fearful or cheerful, and even ingenious. You can never be sure if they are appropriate. Only the thoughts that come from your higher self are reliable. Unfortunately, most of us can't tell the difference yet between the thoughts of the uninvited influences and our higher self. Since we are masters of our own selves, the remedy is quite easy. You simply close your aura to all except your higher self. This is the first important lesson this week. Whenever you go into crowds of people, say, close my aura to all except my higher self. Say it also whenever you feel you are in a negative atmosphere, such as around sickness, an accident, or a troubled person. This week, you can't say the words to close your aura too often. After this week's practice, the times when you need to close your aura will be clear. It will be almost second nature. In spite of all your precautions, some uninvited influences can get into your aura and feel quite at home. These are usually people who have died and who are confused, troubled, and hurting. Their awareness of their true nature is so distorted. They have refused the help gladly waiting at their side. When you have such an uninvited influence in your aura, you can feel moody, irritable, exhausted, pained, angry, or any other emotion and feeling that is inappropriate. These influences have come and gone most of your life. They have influenced your thinking and your actions for ages. Well, those influences are now going to stop. They must stop if you are to experience your higher self clearly. They must stop if your new life of happiness and abundance is to flow easily and effortlessly. To clear your aura of any uninvited influences, you begin each of your daily quiet periods from now on with a few simple words. These words are to be memorized at first. You can read the words, but be able to say their substance from memory by the end of the week. The words are: to all uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. You are each whole and healed. You are each created as love and light, and you are still love and light. You each feel no pain now, and you are not afraid. You each have a perfect place to go, and I ask my higher self, say the name, to take you there now. Each of you go in peace. There is another safeguard to learn this week. That safeguard will be given to you by your higher self in the form of some signal you can recognize. This signal must be with you during your quiet periods. The signal is your safeguard that you are indeed communicating with your higher self. After you have cleared your aura of any uninvited influences and have settled down into your heart and love, think this: my dear higher self, give a name here. Please give me your signal now. I repeat, my dear higher self, please give me your signal now. Wait for some physical signal that is obvious. It can be a movement of the head or of the entire upper body or of fingers, arm, or leg. Therefore, it is important to be sitting so that the entire body is free to move. It might even be a movement you are used to, such as fluttering eyelids, or it could be a sensation someplace like a gentle caress, or heat, or tingling, or it could be a vision, either a clear picture or simply light, or it could be something you hear. There are only two certainties: the signal will be pleasant, and the signal must be given to you when you ask for it. That signal is very important. It is your signal that you are unified with your higher self and that you are actually communicating with the higher self and not with the uninvited influence. Devote your quiet time this week to discovering the signal and then simply enjoying the experience of love along with the signal. Feel comfortable with the signal and notice how it comes quite easily once you've settled into quietness. This week, when you go to bed, practice the words to clear your aura of uninvited influences. Then, 3 of the nights this week, unify yourself with God. That is, think of whatever qualities of God come to you and give yourself with those qualities as well. God is love, and so am I love because I am made in His image, etc. The balance of the 4 nights, continue the exercise of last week. Give a few words of thanks to your higher self for its guidance and love. Then transmit your love energy to whomever you choose. During the day this week, you can continue to send love to anyone or anything. Whenever it occurs to you, this is a practice you want to develop, for as you give, so shall you receive. Give love out in your thoughts. Don't be surprised when it comes back to you in the least expected way. So, friends, the practice for this week is first we have to say this. There are some uninvited influences in the form of spirits or some thoughts or some vibrations which are negatively influencing us. So we have to say to all the uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. You are each whole and healed. You are each created as love and light, and you are still love and light. You each feel no pain now, and you are now afraid. You each have a perfect place to go. And I ask my higher self, and here you say the name of your higher self, to take you there now. Each of you go in peace. So, first we say this prayer, and the author says we have to learn it by heart. At the end of this week, we should be memorizing it. And then, while just meditating in the quiet period, we have to ask for the physical signal from our higher self that we are communicating with our higher self. So when we ask for it, it is given. So some movement in the body, like fluttering of the eyelids or whatever, the signal will be coming if we are asking for it honestly. So that is what we have to do in today's quiet period. So I'm putting this prayer in the front so that we can read it whenever we want. Open your eyes and you can read it. Let me just mute myself.